Welcome back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt.
Turn left on US 11
and we are driving
take the second right
through a neighborhood that we are technically supposed to be here, but it does not feel like we're supposed to be here. We have done this load before, and I dreaded it then. Still hasn't gotten any better, but I know it's possible. Our tandems are pretty far forward, so we are extra nimble, but it's not great. This isn't great. It's not
Turn
good.
right at the traffic light.
So we're picking this up in Roanoke, Virginia, and we are taking it to Goshen, Indiana. Let's continue to move forward. Okay, you're gonna have to back up there.
In 1 mile, turn left on Bridge Street Southwest.
Alright, well, I don't think that's gonna work with that light pole. Okay, we cleared it. Just take out the curb a little bit. You know, just nobody backing up. No big deal, right? Fun times, fun times. And we got to come back through this as well because there's only one way in, really. One truck route in, let's put it that way. So, we'll pick up when we get there. We are very early, so I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we're going to find out. We waited until about 8 o'clock, went through the gates, got over here to the docks. These are like kind of blindside. Got our buddy over here with Landstar. Got himself a Freightliner Classic. Oh, yeah, this place is a little confusing if you've never been here before, because he walked up and asked, like, where do I even check in? Like, well, on the other side of this gate is a guard shack, but they don't really do anything until about 8 o'clock. So we are backed in, waiting. Last time it took a little longer than we thought it would. This time it doesn't really matter. We don't really care how long it's going to take, but they're probably going to be a lot quicker just from the way it is. Oh, he's sliding his tandems. He didn't really tell us to, but we'll need to after to change the weight. These are pretty far up, but I'll let you know how long it takes and when we get loaded. Well, it took an hour after our appointment time, which was 9. We got there at 8, so 2 hours total, but yeah, I don't really count the other against them. So now we have to go back out the same way we came, through that neighborhood where it doesn't feel like we belong. Probably because really shouldn't belong there. It is very tight and not that fun to navigate, but going to do that to get back to the interstate and get on the way to Goshen, Indiana, which is where we're going. I got to put that in this second GPS. I'd like to have 2 forms of GPS going, just as a backup. Pretty much know how to get there anyways, but yeah.
Did you review how the other one was getting us to 77?
I did briefly. Eisenhower Drive North. Eisenhower Drive. So this one doesn't bring up. Do closest. It'll get us there. All right, we're gonna get down the street. We'll pick up a little bit later. Made it through the neighborhood. It was more of the same. You just kind of have to start making the turn, and then if somebody pulls up, you gotta stare at each other until they move, and then you can complete your turn. But we're out of there. Didn't hit anything. we're good. Weight's pretty low. I think 20,000 pounds, something like that is what it's rated for. It might be a little more than that, but we're at 30,000 on the drives. I moved the tandems back quite a bit to put more weight on the front, since we have a scale on the front, not on the trailer. Other than that, it should be a pretty uneventful drive over to Goshen.
In 3/4 of a mile.
We'll pick up a little bit later, maybe when we switch drivers. We'll stop for a tire check, securement check, make sure everything was still good, and use the restroom, throw the trash away, the whole deal. And this guy in the red truck over here, the fellow Landstar BCO, he watches our stuff, man. Shout out to that guy. Alright, we just rolled up to the delivery, and when I tell you this drive sucked, it sucked. We were on US 33 for like an hour and a half, 2 hours almost. Not a street light to be found. It was pouring so bad. And then we had to find this place here, which wasn't easy. I'm gonna run in there and make sure this is where we're even supposed to be. And then we have to figure out backing into this dock, I'm assuming, or figuring out where they want us to be. But we'll pick up in a little bit. All right, slight change of plan. Apparently this is the same building, but not where we need to be. So, but I do like what this lady said. She said, wherever here in this corner where these cones are, you can flip around, you might be able to squeeze over here. But I don't know, because I'm not a driver. You're the driver. So, figure out what you want to do. And I was like, oh, that's fair, I like that. Because a lot of times people tell us what we should be doing. You have no idea how to do what we do. I don't tell them how to do cabinet stuff, and they don't tell us how to drive. Alright, so we didn't smash the car. Now, alright, so there is room to flip around, that's good. Where is receiving? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get flipped around before situations change. Somebody comes and parks in my swing room or something. Oh, nice. They block this parking area all the way down here. It's like they get a truck here every once in a while. Except we came in it the wrong way. But I think we can still make it work. I think I can get enough swing on it without crushing these little cars. I should be able to. Yeah, it would have been a lot easier if we came in the correct entrance, I guess. But what are you gonna do? Hey, rust holes in the truck. I think that's better. Still got to avoid the cars. Pull back there. Clear this Jersey barrier and then fix it. All in the other. Alright, let's get it fixed now. We're almost there, guys. It's taking the long way. There. And now we gotta go talk to the people too. Barrier cleared. Alright, probably gonna stop here, go talk so I can still open the doors. Alright, so they had a sign on the door that said, "Don't ring the bell if you're lost, call this number." But we weren't lost, so I rang the bell, but it was the most obnoxious bell alarm. It was so loud, and I don't know if it was supposed to do it or if it was frozen. It stayed on the entire time. So the guy came out, he was not very happy, but like, "Hey man, got a delivery, I think I'm in the right place." He's like, yep. I was like, "Okay, I'll just go ahead and back in, right?" He said, "Yep." Oh yeah, the other thing that was bad about this drive is the temperatures dropped down to like 30, so all the rain froze. So everything is a big block of ice. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a weird angle here, but I think we got it. Alright, guy just came out and I guess put an air cuff lock on the glad hand and a wheel truck under the wheel. So I guess we're good. So as you can see, well, you can't see, I'm going to flip the camera around. Not a ton of room coming in the way that we came in, but if we came in the driveway over here like we were, I guess we were supposed to, we could have just straight shotted it, but... So that over there to the right is where we came in, and then had to make this like U-turn. Just didn't quite get the trailer straight. That's why we had to do a little maneuvering, but no big deal. We made it. Oh, other weird thing about this also is, so the agent, it is a Taylor Corp load, which we usually hate, but it just worked out really well. It got us to a good area to like start the cycle of loads that we're doing. But we always go in with the assumption that you're going to be pretty much alone on there. They're absolutely useless if you need any questions answered or anything other than book this load for us, and that's it. So the agent said that it was first come first serve, 7 to like 2 or something like that on the receiving side. So all's well. We usually get here at the very beginning anyways, doesn't matter. But then we noticed on the paperwork yesterday that we got from the shipper that said driver must call and make an appointment for delivery. So we emailed the agent like, "Hey, do we need to make an appointment, or is one already set, or is it first come first serve like you said?" And she said, "What is your ETA to pick up?" I'm like, what? Like we picked up hours ago. Like by now we were all the way up in like Ohio or you know, somewhere on the way. I'm like, you know, we already picked up because she called us and asked us if we had gotten loaded. So like I said, completely useless if you ever need any help. So the whole joke behind the like Austin Taylor Corp loads are they're completely useless to like help you, you know, and that's a big joke. And like half the time they're not even their loads, it's like 3PL stuff. They're brokering a load that's already on like an open load board, so they have no idea, and they always have to call their customer, and the customer only wants to pay less than what they've posted for. You know, it's pretty much a trash agency, We rarely work with them, but it lined up really well, so we took a gamble because worst case, if it canceled, we weren't that far from the house. So anyways, she emails us back this morning saying, God, what did she say? How did she word it? Let me pull this up. This is worthy of a direct quote because if this doesn't instill confidence in the agent that's working with you, I don't know what will. Let's see. She said, well, we told her that we picked up in the morning. The paperwork says we need an appointment for delivery. She said, that's fine. You can be there early. They are very flexible. No problem with unload ever since. And that's it. So, yeah, garbage. But what do you expect? I mean, we kind of knew what we were signing up for. Our plan was to get here at the beginning of the window, and if there was any issues, then we would call the receiver ourselves and try to get it figured out, rather than playing charades with a person who probably couldn't even point to Goshen, Indiana on a map. Actually, that's not saying much, because a lot of people won't, but probably wouldn't be able to put a finger on Indiana if it wasn't labeled.
That's also not saying a lot.
Well, working in the transportation industry, you should be able to, but we'll see how long this takes. We are locked in. They have a air cuff lock on the glad hand. They didn't really say anything to us. I walked back there to make sure the trailer was straight, because like I said, the dock angles this way, like the ramp, the docks are this way, and how we came in lines up this way. So we're all kind of off, but it lined up pretty well. And the guy was out there putting the wheel chalk on there, never said anything to us. But whatever, just take your stuff off the trailer, sign the paperwork, and let's go. So our next load, we do already have booked, we have 2 loads booked. So we have a FedEx run next, and then we have a weekend load that's going to take us to Pennsylvania from Springfield, Missouri. It's all full circle, going back to Springfield. But that'll probably be another video. Probably going to end this one after this load, so we can get a video out. It's been a little while. Alright, that was like an hour. Now I gotta navigate through this little parking lot. Gotta close the doors, gotta take all the hazmat placards off as well. It's fun. It is freezing cold. Alright, we didn't hit anything. Good. Alright, we're gonna get up here. I'm gonna pull over, close the doors, get them placards off, and I'm gonna get down the road a little bit, make some breakfast. Alright. This is a good spot right here for placard removal. Yeah, nothing like retrieving frozen placards off the side of the trailer. Oh, that sucked. And they left a bunch of empty pallets that they use for bracing in the trailer. So looks like FedEx has gained 6 new half-stack pallets. Unless we find a place that will take them between here and there, but I know FedEx does use them because they leave them in the trailers all the time. So we can just return the favor. We made it about 30 miles away from our next pickup. We are back in Ohio, Huber Heights. I think I said Heber earlier because it's abbreviated on the load board as HBR.
It's basically Dayton.
Yeah, Dayton. We'll just say Dayton. back where we were last night, pretty much. Not too far away. Yeah, we're gonna end this video here. We have the FedEx load that we're picking up tomorrow. It's gonna be a straight through run. It is a team run. It's not gonna be very fun, but money's good. I think that could pretty much, I don't know, after your first year of trucking, that pretty much sums up trucking in general.
What's that?
It's not very fun, but the money
I don't know.
pays well.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I still enjoy it sometimes. Sometimes I hate it.
It's kind of
But-
fun when you're not being told what to do and you're making good money.
It's very true. Yeah, the whole not being dispatched or having anybody have any say in what we do is good, but way better than where we were before. But we are going to end this here. We're going to get this video up so that we can start working on the next one and have some content on the channel. It's been a little dry for the last week or two because of home time. But thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.